Mijn naam is Hein Staal, ik werk sinds 6 jaar bij HEMA. Ik heb het grootste gedeelte daarvan gewerkt op het hoofdkantoor. En heb vorig jaar besloten dat ik heel graag de winkel in wil. Dus nu sinds een jaar in opleiding tot filiaalmanager. Ja, de winkel is uiteindelijk waar alles wat bedacht wordt bij elkaar komt en verzilverd kan worden. En dat betekent dat je als filiaalmanager de kans hebt om uiteindelijk echt een succes in jouw winkel te maken. Als filiaalmanager ben je eindverantwoordelijk voor de hele winkel. Dat betekent dat je verantwoordelijk bent voor de resultaten zoals omzet, maar ook de loonkosten. En ben je verantwoordelijk voor dat het beleid van HEMA in jouw winkel goed wordt uitgevoerd. Je bent zowel verantwoordelijk voor zorgen dat de juiste mensen op de juiste plek aan het werk zijn. Maar ik ben ook zoveel mogelijk in de winkel, want daar heb je het contact met de klanten en kun je bijsturen waar dat nodig is.
De winkels zijn het visitekaartje van HEMA, daar ontmoeten we de klant. Nou, we werken daar echt als een team samen om met de klant zoveel mogelijk naar de zin te maken. En ons streven is, iedere klant is een tevreden klant.
Als ik 's morgens de winkel instap, is er meteen heel veel reuring en hectiek. En dat is hartstikke leuk, maar als je niet oppast, dan vliegt de dag voorbij. En dan ben je de hele dag in de winkel geweest, maar dan heb je niet gedaan wat je eigenlijk bedacht had te doen. Dus het is leuk om in die hectiek te staan, maar het is ook goed om er op tijd even uit te stappen om je andere werkzaamheden ook goed te kunnen uitvoeren. Ja, ik denk dat er altijd vraag is naar goede leidinggevenden. We openen elk jaar 50 winkels en daar zijn allemaal leidinggevenden voor nodig. Bij HEMA hebben medewerkers echt een HEMA-hart. Dat betekent dat ze echt gaan voor HEMA en hun winkel. Het voelt ook echt als onze winkel, waar we samen verantwoordelijk voor zijn. En dat vind ik het leuke aan HEMA.
The founders of HEMA, Arthur Isaac and Leo Meyer, wanted to make shopping in malls affordable for the common family and not only for the rich families. Products of good quality for less money. On the 4th of November in 1926, they opened their first warehouse in Amsterdam, Hollandse eenheidsprijzenmaatschappij, HEMA. This was the first warehouse where people could buy everyday products for a low price that everyone could afford. 1 year later, in 1927, there were already 10 other units in the Netherlands. HEMA was expanding very fast. In 1948, the first shop abroad was opened in Belgium. Also in Belgium, HEMA was growing fast. In 1979, there were 20 units over the country. HEMA kept opening shops around Europe and became an international brand. HEMA is now vested to many European countries, like Luxembourg, France, Spain, England and Germany. We'll explain this further later on in our video. HEMA was expanding very fast. In 1948, the first shop abroad was opened in Belgium. Also in Belgium, HEMA was growing fast. In 1979, there were 20 units over the country. HEMA kept opening shops around Europe and became an international brand. The mission of HEMA is to make the daily life fun and easy, without spending too much money for it. They think a good quality and special designs need to be affordable for everyone, rich or poor. HEMA is accessible for everyone. They even have a 24-hour available webshop. Their ambition is to keep making people happy with their brand all over Europe. They strive to expand to as many countries as they can to make qualitative special designs of their brand available for everyone. Where it all started with a warehouse with low prices but good quality for the lower classes is now an international brand name where everyone shops for common products. On 11 December 2017, we started brainstorming about which company we would choose and what we wanted to learn from this company. We made a mind map to support the brainstorming process. Mind mapping is a technique for visualizing connections between several ideas or pieces of information. Each idea or fact is written down and then linked by lines to its major idea or fact to create relations. In this mind map, we wrote down all the courses for semester 3 and decided which theories we were going to use from each course. After we decided we would focus on HEMA and making clear which topic we were going to discuss, we did some desk research on these topics. Every group member did research on one of these courses to get to know more about HEMA. There were still some things that were not clear after desk research. Therefore, we called a HEMA store and we made an appointment with one of the managers to interview him. He gave answers about the topics we had questions about, and most of these questions were related to organizational behavior. There's a difference in being a good leader and being a good manager. A manager is responsible for carrying out 4 important functions: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. But not all managers are leaders. Often, employees follow their orders not because they feel motivated or inspired, but simply because they are obligated to do so. Leaders do not have to be an authority figure. A leader can be anyone. Leaders are followed because of their personality, behavior, and beliefs. Leaders motivate and inspire their followers. Taylorism is a production efficiency methodology that breaks every action, job, or task into small and simple segments which can easily be analyzed and taught. You now will be hearing recordings from the interview with the manager of HEMA Breda. What do you think of yourself as a manager?
Well, I consider myself a compassionate manager. I know all the names of my staff, and I would say I know them all personally. I find this very important. I want my colleagues to see me as one of them, someone who contributes as much to the process as they do.
So what makes you a good manager?
Well, I think knowing my staff well makes me a good manager, as I said earlier. I don't really believe in a hierarchical working force. It's 2017 now, and we need to adapt to become a modern working place. I think it's very important that every staff member feels valuable in the process, and I don't make exceptions. Everyone is equal to me.
So how is management structured at HEMA Holland?
Well, the managers of HEMA Holland all have similar thoughts about how to manage their staff. We all think it's very important that every staff member feels valuable. And every manager gives his own twist to managing their staff. However, they all use the core values of HEMA as their foundation.
Would you describe the management structure as a X or Y structure theory?
I think the HEMA structure resembles the Y theory, in particular because we put a lot of effort in developing our people, so they are able to work on their own initiative and they can build their own opinions, which enables them to be part of the decision-making process.
So what makes HEMA more special than other stores?
HEMA is a successful business in everyday products. It is for everyone who wants good quality with a unique design for an affordable price. I'm proud that I'm working at HEMA and that me and my team are able to make customers happy.
We started in 1926 with a clear story, which is HEMA for everyone. For all people who live in the Netherlands and want good quality with a unique design for a payable price. Be there for everyone. This mindset were contagious. We kept on growing, but with respect for the world around us. Better products for everyone. More and more of the cotton we use is already sustainable, and in 2020 we want all cotton to be 100% sustainable. With our delicious coffee, tea and chocolate, we contribute to the trainings and better incomes for the farmers who are growing it. Better business management for everyone. We saved 70,000 kilometers in 2016 due to logistic processes. Better work and social circumstances for everyone. Our products are produced under safe circumstances and we are against child labor. Everything we do has consequences for the animals, the natures and the world around us. That's why we keep thinking about the future. We are already doing a great job, but it can always be better. We will be there now and in the future for everyone. HEMA is working on being sustainable for everyone. It has become a fixed part of their strategy. On all the sustainable products of HEMA, there is a HEMA Better Life mark. In this way, people can see if a product is sustainable or not. A goal for the upcoming years is to produce 100% sustainable cotton clothes. They want to achieve this before the year 2020. Right now, HEMA is moving into the right way. They have a sustainable natural HEMA line, which represents 8% of the overall clothing collection. This line includes clothing made out of biologic cotton, and the manufacturing process of some products satisfies the requirements of the biologic agriculture. Also, HEMA is adding more biological products in the shelves, for instance milk, yogurt and eggs. Furthermore, they are providing more information to their customers about the sustainability of their food and beverages. During the production of the products, HEMA is thinking about humans and animals. Furthermore, HEMA is a member of the BSCI, which means that they support the improvement of working conditions for countries with a lower income. To support these countries, they buy biological fair trade tea from plantations in the south of India. HEMA is also trying to reduce CO2 emissions by saving kilometers during the transport process. They have already saved 70,000 kilometers. For transport, HEMA is reliable on packaging materials and fossil fuels. HEMA is introducing more efficient logistics and energy-saving measures to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. Also, they are seeking to use less packaging materials. Every company has a trademark that is distinctive for their company. This means they have a specific sign and graphic representation and distinctive character. HEMA uses trademark with clear agreements. For example, the famous product as the smoked sausage and Jip en Janneke. The protection of a trademark lasts forever. However, they do need to be registered in every single country. When something is trademarked, it is not permitted that any of the intellectual property rights be reproduced or publicized by third parties without permission. HEMA operates in 7 European countries, which are all civil law countries, except for the shops in the United Kingdom as they apply common law. In total, HEMA has 700 shops, from which 257 are franchised. Franchising is an arrangement where one party grants another party the right to use its trademark or trade name, as well as certain business systems and processes, to produce and market a good or service according to certain specifications. Employees have the right to meet and negotiate collectively. They may also join a trade union or works council. A works council is a group of employees representing employees at a specific company. A trade union only represents employees in a work field or industry. HEMA and their business relations buy products from a large number of countries with very diverse cultural backgrounds and differing social conditions. They therefore impose a number of basic conditions for the way in which their suppliers and producers work. A few of these conditions are freedom of association, which means that all personnel is free to join a union. Prohibition of discrimination, for example, discrimination in recruitment, access to training, promotion, and etc. And last but not least, the working hour conditions.
Maar in 3 stappen staat aangegeven hoe kunnen wij dealen met de 60 miljoen.
IKEA, H&M, Zara, dat zijn spelers die op een gegeven moment hun thuismarkten zijn ontgroeid. En er is maar 1 weg, dat is die weg navolgen, zonder twijfel.
En die klant is veel eisender geworden. Als wij daar niet op gaan inspelen, dan zouden wij ook over 10 jaar niet bestaan. Geldt voor de leverancier ook.
En we vinden het acceptabel binnen HEMA dat we een doorlooptijd hebben van 38 weken. Een Zara doet het op 6 tot 8 weken.
In de mode, daar gaan we het verschil maken. Dus die paar eurotjes nog die er in de markt zijn, die gaan we gewoon pakken.
What is the fastest thing you can do without the inspection part and all that? I have a little present for you. Sweets, cookies. They're very good. Je moet eigenlijk hard rennen om stil te staan, maar dat is het in dit soort tijden ook een beetje. Dus je moet gewoon echt heel hard werken. En als je dan net iets meer of hetzelfde houdt, dan heb je het gewoon echt supergoed gedaan.
Nou, dit is ook weer netjes.
Since 1926, HEMA has stores in the Netherlands. Since 1984 in Belgium, 2002 Germany, 2006 Luxembourg, 2009 France, and in 2014 Spain and UK. Now, in 2018, they are planning to expand to Austria as well. Expansion to more foreign countries seems to be necessary for HEMA, because other companies such as Primark, Action, and IKEA are also expanding in multiple countries. If HEMA does limit its focus to the Netherlands, it will eventually lose from their competitors who focus on more countries. Thanks to the success of HEMA in Germany, the company sees the opening of new stores in Austria as a logical next step in its international expansion. The GDP growth rate measures how fast the economy is growing. It is the most important indicator of economic health. When there is a positive GDP growth rate, businesses will grow as well as jobs and personnel income. As income rise, so will expenditures. In other words, with a positive GDP growth, aggregate demand will rise. But if the GDP growth rate expands beyond 3 to 4%, it could hit the peak and economic growth stalls. The GDP growth rate of Austria is currently rising, and it was 0.9 at the end of 2017. So there is an economic growth, but the growth is not as rapid, that there is a risk of reaching a peak. Inflation reduces the purchasing power of each unit of currency. Because of this, people will expect goods to be more expensive in the future. Saving is discouraged, and therefore people will spend or invest more. The unemployment rate is the number of people unemployed as a percentage of the labor force. The unemployment rate of Austria was 8.2% at the end of 2017. This is rather high. At these rates, the government will probably try to stimulate the economy and create jobs. They will also encourage companies to create jobs. Therefore, this is an opportunity for HEMA to expand its business to Austria.